That's I Can't Grow Up by award-winning indie duo Tegan and Sara. That's how I feel. I can't grow up. It's from the latest album, Cry Baby. Tegan and Sara are identical twin sisters. They've been performing together for more than 25 years now, selling more than 1 million albums. Go you. They're also authors of 2 books about growing up. So their best-selling memoir was called High School. It was adapted into a TV show. Now they've got a new graphic novel. It's called Junior High. It's based on their early teenage years. It includes learning to play music, their changing relationships as sisters, their first experiences discovering their queer identities. Tegan and Sara, we're happy to say, are here in the studio. Hello, Sara.
Hi.
Hello, Aunt Tegan.
Hey.
Sara has a baby, 11 months old, baby Sid, so that would make you an Aunt Tegan.
I think I'm going to go by Aunt Titi.
Aunt Titi.
I like that.
Yeah.
I think that's
Rolls
cool.
off the tongue.
I think it's easy to say Titi, so hopefully the baby will say my name first.
Yeah, could happen.
Wow.
Well, you know,
That tells you everything you need to know
about this
our
working relationship here.
Yeah.
Or not.
Yeah, let's make sure Tegan's the first one that gets in college. Yeah.
But it is interesting about junior high because you talk about you had a fractured relationship as sisters, discovering your sexual identities at that time. But most people don't want to go back to junior high, Tegan. Why did you all think that this could be fun to do?
You know, for Sara and I, school was definitely tough. Like, we were musicians and we were sort of unconventional. We were very alternative. We had a really cool group of friends. We figured out we were queer. We figured out we could play music. It was a really important time in our lives. And we get along really well. We still are friends with our friends from that time. And so going back and hashing that all out again is actually kind of fun for us. But no one else needs to do it. I know it's a misery for everyone else. No one really likes junior high, but we did.
The thing is, it was so candid because there's a bit of a section about getting your period for the first time. Resonated with me because I got my period at 11.
Whoa.
And I went to my grandmother and she said, "You're a woman now." I'm like, what does that mean? My mother was away, and then she said, "We can't talk about it. We have to wait till your mother comes home."
Wow.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I know, exactly.
Yeah.
And you know, when you first get it, you don't know what the hell is happening to your body.
I remember.
But you guys did this right out loud and proud in this book.
In the book, in real life, I did not tell my mom for almost a year.
Whoa.
I was so scared to tell anybody.
Yeah.
I don't even think I told Tegan. You know, I really did think it was something I should keep a secret. I remember before it happened, finding out about it, other girls were getting it and being like, maybe I won't get it. Like, lucky me. So, I don't know. I hope this somewhat destigmatizes it. Like,
But this is what you all do in the book. You take things that are very personal and you really sort of lay it all out there, including at times you had a fractured relationship with each other.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Twins aren't supposed to have fractured relationships.
twins are supposed
Sara.
to be best friends.
Yes.
They're supposed to get along. And Sara and I, we had times where we were really at each other's throats. It's hard to be the exact same age, going through the exact same things.
Yeah.
You know, and we were really different. When I got my period, I just announced it to the whole household. We were going to karate lessons that night, and I'm like, I gotta get something going on before I get to karate. You know, like we were really, really different, and that sometimes really made us butt heads.
Yeah.
We still do. We fought in the airport on the way here. Tegan fought at me yesterday.
Is there a video of that? Are we covering that?
In this book, you also have a character named Avery.
Yeah.
who,
She's mean, Nate.
She's a mean girl, as we like to call it, that bullies your characters. What was bullying like as you experienced it when you were in junior high?
You know, it was interesting because we modernized this story for junior high and put it in today's times. We have cell phones, access to social media. We grew up in the 1990s, and a great dad joke. We did not have cell phones, thankfully, or social media. But, you know, it was old school conventional bullying. It was, you came to school and kids were talking about you behind your back, or they, you know, you found a note and it had some, you know, gossip about you, or someone would call you up the night before and be like, I'm going to beat you up when you get to school the next day. And I was like, you just lay in bed. Like, I can remember sitting, like in bed and crying, and my mom being like, you're not going to get beat up. And I'm like, you know, like having actual conversations.
Mom, you don't understand.
Yeah. My mom was like, okay, you just, you know, you throw.
Bob and weave.
Yeah, totally. But it was definitely hard to, like, put that in. We didn't want to, like, we didn't want to point the fingers at anybody. We wanted to make it a story that's still aspirational. So, yeah, Avery, who's the bully in the book, is still lovable, I think. She's cute, if you like Mean Girls.
Yeah. So since we're covering the full spectrum of trials and tribulations in middle school, we got to talk about discovering your sexual identity, right? What was that moment like when I imagine all your classmates, or most of them anyway, were boy crazy, and you were not.
Well, on one hand, when you like girls and you're a girl and you sort of keep it under wraps, you get to hang out with the people you really like the most. You know, I still got to hang out with girls. I had crushes, but I kept it under wraps. In this book, again, as Tegan said, it's aspirational. So these characters get to explore their identity a little bit. Sara has a crush on Roshni, and it's, you know, and it's consensual and it's reciprocal, you know, like they both have a crush on each other, and that was something.
Did it happen at the same time for both of you?
No, we wrote about this a lot when we wrote our book High School. I could not believe that Tegan did not know until like grade 12 that she liked girls.
I think I'm simpler than Sara.
It was not deep is what our therapist.
Yeah. I just feel like I was a little more just went with the flow, but it was hard. Like when we got into junior high and it started to be like, okay, this guy has a crush on you. There's a lot of social pressure, you know?
Sure.
Yeah. Like it was just like, oh, this guy has a crush on me. I guess I'll date him. And it just the second you'd start dating a boy, for me anyway, it's like the clock would be like, how long do I have to date him before I can break up with him without anyone being suspicious about what's happening?
Straight girls feel that way too sometimes.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
But that's why this is so important. The book and your music is so important because it's great storytelling.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
And
you.
it's so relatable to so many young women in particular.
Yeah.
So bravo you.
Thank you.
Your therapy sessions sound funny also. Can I go to the next one, or I guess I just read the book?
Yeah, that's the next book, you know.
Tegan and Sara, we thank you. Do you mind if I hold the book up?
No, please.
Junior High goes on sale today wherever you like to buy your books.
Go out and get it.